you're in trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Moazzem Chowdhury. First, let me tell you about me, who I am, because just 3 months ago I jumped into the race, so nobody knows me. Let me tell you this way that who I am first. 37 years ago I did my master's, and working as a business owner, pharmacy owner, last 17 years in this community. 20 years, more than 20 years I'm living in this city. I'm a father of 2 children. One is my son. He is 28 years, and my daughter is here, 24 years, and my wife for 31 years is here. So I'm a totally family person working as a small business owner. And my challenge started 17 years ago when I started as a small business owner. I was working for Walmart, Rite Aid, and all those places as a business pharmacy manager. I could not serve my customer the way I want. So I decided, let's open my own, and I did it, and that was the best thing I did in my life. I'm satisfied. I'm licensed by the state of California to serve my community, and I'm very satisfied now that I can fulfill what I am trained and licensed for. Now, about the election, I said this way. You might ask why I'm running for office. Yes, I don't have the years of political experience my fellow candidates have, and yes, I may not have been directly involved in some of the pressing issues of our cities, and yes, I may not speak as eloquently as the others, but what I have is a passion and drive to make a difference. I can bring new perspective, new ideas to the table with a forward-thinking approach. I can think outside the box. I can give unbiased opinions and can certainly add diversity to our group. I cannot promise you that I can do all that you want, but what I can promise, I'll work with you and work for you. And my most important job is to assure you that you are heard. I believe that the foundation of this city stems from the people. You, the citizens of Santa Clarita, are what will make our city the premier place to live from generation after generation to come. And I'm a business owner. I created a job in this city, and those working with me from 1997 is still with me. That's something I did as a teamwork, something I cared about them. That's why they're still with me. And I'm sure when I'm in the council, I can do the same way, teamwork. That's the important thing, and we'll hear the citizen of Santa Clarita what they have to say. Thank you very much.
Ken Chase, Newhall. What's your position on the billboard issue?
Billboard issue is, I'm a small business owner, healthcare professional, first in the city. Anything is not working for the small business owner, I'll be against that. About the billboard issue, clear and simple, a small business like me, I do some time I use them, their resource, and it's working great for me. So anything goes against the small business owner, I'll be totally opposing that. That's my issue.
Okay.
Chair Gilmore Newhall.
Yes.
And could I have your opinion and your position on climate change, please?
Okay. Because of the health professional, anything goes in the city, it comes to my mind, is it good for the health or not? That is way I have trained myself for the last 40 years. So about the climate change, yeah, of course, it's a green community. That's the basic of everything, every growth. Now, green community means that we can, because of the water conservation issue, we have to choose the plant in such a way that doesn't absorb a lot of waters. And about the pollution, like cars, for that, I would suggest more electrical car, more gas, and more station all around the city, so people will be inspired to buy the gas fuel cars. Are you satisfied or anything else? Thank you.
Hi, Carol Sherwood from Canyon Country. The city has been in the process of finding homeowners whose property does not line up to their city code, especially senior citizens on a fixed income. Who's going to pay, and is it possible to have other people or other organizations help them live up to the code for their properties?
Okay. Whatever we do, we have to think best interest of the people. So if I say the beautification, that's one question I have. Beautification at the cost of what? If it is a beautification cost at the cost of the taxpayer money, then I'm totally against it. Now about the senior home, and that is my job. Health professional, I always work with the senior citizens. That's the end of my profession. You know, that's what I'm going to do. About the code, yes, it costs a lot of money for the seniors. We have to find some way so that seniors can do something so that code will be respected. Thank you.
Hi, Lori Rivas. How does the American Library Association define the role of a library board of trustees, and what education and skills do you bring to fulfill this role?
Okay. About the library issue, if I'm elected, naturally, I'm elected because of I have that quality, so people trusted me. Definitely, I'm going to work with the best interest of the library so that it reaches the people. Now, I would rather have a town meeting with the library goer and employees so that they can give us some feedback. So, council, they know how to work for the library better than just being the trustee.
Yes, hi, Mark Archuleta from Canyon Country. I just want to go on the record about being against billboards. But let me ask you, there was an article that hit all the media today about some improprieties with your pharmacies. I think it's kind of dirty politics that somebody dropped this 2 weeks before the election, and hopefully someday we'll find out who is behind it. But I would like to give you the opportunity to maybe expound on it and explain what's going on.
I'm not sure. I did not read the newspaper. Can you tell me? Forgive me. I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
They said some Bureau of Pharmacy, that your pharmacies in Lancaster are in violation, and there was some missing medicine and things like that.
Okay. About if you want me to answer 3 minutes, right? Yeah. I need a lot of time. Okay. But I'll make it very short. About we shredded the employee. I have 4 pharmacies I'm operating. So one of the pharmacy employee by mistake put the it's a prescription receipt or something in the garbage, and it never went to the outside the pharmacy. We usually do at the end of the day. We have an employee who sort out everything, and it was not sorted out. And the inspector came, and inspector found in the garbage. It's a garbage like Coke and Coke cans and Pepsi. Those are the things. You know. They found out. We told that we are going to sort it after the end of the day, and it was resolved. So it was okay. And about the missing, I'm not sure. Actually, I did not read what it says on the paper, but it's open. You can see in the internet. It says exactly what it is. So I don't know. I cannot answer you directly now. But if you can call me in the pharmacy or come over in the pharmacy, I can explain. Thank you.
Ed Dunn, 44-year resident with my first wife in Canyon Country. And no, I'll change that. First wife, 55 years. It might be unfair to ask a new candidate this, but sometimes they have new ideas. Since we are already having fully paid for our sand district, and we pay our own directors, would you be in favor of our sand district, which is already paid for by us, seceding from the Whittier sand district and have our own local sand district, which we've already paid for, controlled locally with no outside interference?
Absolutely. Outside interference, that is what we are here city for. So if we can handle it ourselves, definitely I will work for that. Thank you.
Hi, Carol Sherwood from Canyon Country. Would you be in favor of changing the rules where we elect a mayor and council and not rotate the mayor among the council members?
At this moment, I am not sure. It was done 1987, I believe. So it's a time to have think over it, and definitely, if that is works best for the city, I'll be for have a election for the mayor separately. Yes.
Mark Archuleta, Canyon Country. I was wondering if you were aware that these red light cameras
Yes.
violations can be $600, $700 or more, and that can be sometimes people's weekly pay. What is your opinion on the red light cameras?
About the bill, about the camera, I don't know how much city received the benefit of all the red light. I don't know. If it is an income source for the city, then I'm totally opposing this. It should not be an income source, and a lot of places camera creates accident rather than it warns people not to violate. So if I tell the truth, camera, I don't want somebody should supervise me. I'm an adult. I know what is wrong and right. So I don't have to be supervised by someone else. So red camera, to tell you personal feeling, I don't like it.
Hi, Moazzem. You know what? I admire your spunk as a candidate, and I thank you for running. Wanted to ask you about the Santa Clarita Valley, the settlement about voting rights. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but evidently there was some kind of settlement involving cumulative voting that would allow one person to vote more than once for a candidate on the ballot. I was wondering, in your experience as a candidate in this campaign, do you feel that there's a hostile environment towards minorities, and do you favor a settlement which would involve a cumulative voting?
The first forum, I think, first or second forum, I was saying that I'm totally against the branding myself as a minority. I am just a hard worker, and I just want to do something for the not only me, for all around me, what I can do. But about if I say I'm not sure, if it is, if you are asking, I'm not sure exactly what you want to hear from me, but diversity is an asset to every community. But the question about the election or question of dividing in 5 different cities, that I am not agreeing to that. No, I never favor that. And I already told in another forum. Thank you.
Chair Gilmore, New
Yes.
Hall. Would you be in favor of keeping fracking and acidizing of wells out of Santa Clarita?
Can you please repeat?
Fracking and acidizing of wells, that's injecting toxic chemicals deep into the earth and potentially making the water supply poisonous?
Definitely I will not in favor because of my health professional. No, never.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Next question.
Steve, I like him because he has. I'll tell
Question,
later.
please.
When on the conclusion, I'll tell later.
comment,
Okay,
just a
please.
question.
Please.
You know,
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you, I've never seen you at a city council meeting.
Right.
And can you tell me how many city council meetings you've attended and how you feel that you're qualified to be a member of the city council when you really don't know how a city council operates? And I ask that respectfully.
If I said 17 years ago when I started my business, I was not even know anything. I was not knowing anything about how business works. But I took that challenge. I made it. So to me, if I believe something, and I have the confidence, I know how to do it. I have enough education, and I'm a first generation immigrant. I learned the life very hard way. I earned it. No, it's a land of opportunity, but I earned it. So I know exactly from the zero how it works. I came from the zero, from the ground. So I did not come from this level, I'm just continuing, no. So I know exactly how to be fitted in the society. And I'm working with, I have about 30 employees. So as I told you, 97, they're still with me. So I must have done something. I worked in their level. Thank you.
Any more questions? If there are none, and if you're not opposed to it, Moazzem.
I'm free to any question, please. Because I'm a new, so that's why,
Good.
one thing,
Thank you.
I'm learning from this so much. I never
you.
learned for last 40 years. That's what's happening.
My name's Annette Burns. I'm from Canyon Country. I noticed in your bio here that you've mentioned a couple of times that you want to celebrate our cultural diversity. I'm a proud American. My father was a WW2 veteran. So I just want to know, because I'm pretty proud of my American culture, how do you see that focusing on people's different cultures unites us? Because that seems that divides us.
Okay, that's a very good question. I'm working with the State University of California, Northeast, CSUN, for from 2006. What do? We try to promote arts and culture from different ethnicity, and we invite international scholars, and we also keep them together, and we have a seminar for 2 days. It's working from 2006. It's one of the best thing happening in Northeast University with the multicultural. So I was not too much active in this city because one of the reasons I told Masha and Lorraine both that it's cost so much to do any activity in this city that we cannot afford it. So I have to do otherwise, like we go to the Olympic police station because that's a free. That's why we go there. So that's why I already asked that if we can get the same benefit to have the non-profit organization can do their activity free of charge. Now, about the multicultural, it's so much of asset. If we can put them together in this city and do some activity, we will learn so many different ideas. And that's why I say always, new leader, new voice, breaking barriers, building the future. Why I say that? That is what we need. 87, city was...
Time.
Sorry. Thank you. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Chair Gilmore, New Hall.
Hi.
The scientists are predicting that we're going to have 40% less water in the coming years. How do you feel about continuing to develop and develop and develop and develop this area under those conditions?
Yes. I'm learning this election. I went to Sacramento just to learn where I am. That is one of the questions was discussed, water conservation. That we have to do no matter what. There is no way out. We have to find out how we can conserve the water, like rainwater going out of the city. How can we can block that and make a preservation in this city? It's throughout the Southern California. Everybody is working on that. I'm sure, yes. If I have any input to do, I'll work on that conservation of the water, yes.
We have time for one more question, maybe.
Thank you. Hello, Steve.
Somebody asked me to ask you,
Yeah, please.
you've been very successful at fundraising, and a lot of your funds have gone into signs.
Right.
A lot of people feel like your signs have been put in public right-of-ways. Are you aware of that, and would you be willing to remove those signs?
Definitely. If I'm actually somebody is helping me, volunteering, so he was doing, but I'm kept on reminding every day, please don't embarrass me. Please, if something happens, let me know. And always ask. So, thank you very much. I'm going to ask tomorrow what he's doing. Yes.
Yeah, bring one to my house.
Oh, okay.
All right. Due
Anything
to the
else?
time, I think we're ready for your summation.
Okay. Okay. I'm running for the city council because I want to be an integral part of the changes. I want to make sure that our city continue to be the premier city of the choice. Our city has a very strong family-oriented culture. We have a diverse cultural heritage, and we are a rapidly growing community. My emphasis is to maintain the high quality of living here, and at the same time develop more programs which will benefit the citizens of Santa Clarita. I'll create more after-school programs. Everything I say, I will mean my goal to implement policies which will attract major corporations and small businesses to make our city as the home for their business. I will support street development to ease traffic congestion. I will fight to keep our city free from toxic and hazardous waste and brand as a green community. I will work on making our city get its title back as one of the top 10 cities on the Southern California. Yeah, I have a major issue about the safety. And I'm so sorry to hear what happened lately and what's happening in Canada. That was one of the forum I was saying. There are a lot of pocket in this Canadian country. We must take care of that. If we have to have more sheriff, law enforcement, we must put them now, not later. And whatever we do, we have to think why we are going to save money for next generation. By that time, it's already gone. So we have to utilize all our resources to protect our citizens, to protect our youth, so that they have a better future, they can focus better. And let me make very quick my goal. Family-centered community, business-friendly city, one of 10 safest cities in Southern California, diversity, integration, environmentally friendly city, technologically advanced smart city, elevate the city's standard of living by beautification and citywide revitalization, empowerment and support for youth and senior programs. If I'm qualified, please vote for me. But the main thing that last 3 months I learned so much. I have so many friends now, 13 co-candidate, 12 co-candidate I have. They became my friends. Even after the election, I'll work with them. And that is what I didn't have before. Now I get so many connections. Like Steve. He's my favorite person now. Every time I see him, every time I see him, he come and talk to me. Thank you very much. My time up. Thank you.